Alrighty, and my camera isn't working. Hold please while I do a quick fix on that. And there we are. Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Little Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Little Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And today, we're playing D&D. This session features the Adventure in the Wood, where whispers of fiery peril stir in Humblewood, where nature's balance teeters on the brink of an impending calamity. A creeping threat of ash and flame seeks to engulf the forest, forcing the folk of the wood to flee from their homes. Only our brave heroes can unearth the ancient secrets and bring light to the darkness that grows from within. With us at the table, we have several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it is time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes as they've been given a task to make their way towards the bandit stronghold. So, let us begin with a introduction for Jarvis.
Hi, I'm Ridden, and I play Jarvis, who is a Mappak, which is a raccoon character, artificer. Jarvis is a jovial little fella, standing at 5 feet tall and a little bit pudgy in the middle. His fur is singed here and there from experiments gone wrong. Jarvis's dream is to create a farming machine that will make him a hero in his farming community, something that will impress his family and show all the doubters that he could contribute more than just toys for the children.
Heck yeah. Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Draskin?
Hello everyone, I'm Connor. I'm playing Dreskin. He is a Luma Bard. They call it to the Road Bard, so during his travels he's kind of picked up a little bit of everything for his talents besides just music, and he's just using that to help others.
Amazing. And then last but not least, why don't we learn about Willem?
Hiya, pals. I'm Geek. I play Willem, a Jerbean ranger, little mouse dude. Was once a sailor on the high seas and now decided to um, take it easy, or easy as adventurers go, with his friends.
So, with that, we have our introductions. And we can dive into our session. There have been bandits plaguing the wood here. You have been called by the Birdfolk Council to assist, due to your outstanding efforts when they attacked Alderheart. So, knowing that the bandit stronghold is within the Crest Mountains, you adventurers have been sent there. A guard escort brought you through the forest to get to the base of the mountains. And while there was, of course, some troubles along the road, it was nothing that the Perch Guard could not handle, allowing for easy travel. But now, you are with the jagged slopes of the crest towering before you. Looking up their peaks, you can't even see them as they are obscured by clouds. You see but a single path ahead of you, the daunting ascent up the mountain looks to be the only way to reach the summit and the bandit stronghold that it guards. There are crags and canyons in the crest that are going to make this a little bit difficult. But this, adventurers, is where the Perch Guard depart from your company. They must go back to Alderheart, keep the people safe there. And you will have to head up. So, as you are going to have to set up here, do make sure that you have pressed your long rest button, as it has been a few days since your time at the Great Tree City.
Done.
Alright. And let's get our lovely little crest mountains shown here. There we go. Alright, so as you're able to see off to the northwest, there are the mountains with the little bandit stronghold that you have to get to.
Holy smokes, that's big.
It's just a little bandit stronghold.
I don't know why my voice got really high, but that's a pretty decent size.
So, how do you prepare to make this traveling? Again, there is a single path, so it's not like you are having to go about this blindly. You just don't quite know what might wait for you on said path.
I think sneaking would be our best option here.
How far do you think it's from where we are to the stronghold? Days, you said?
Potentially.
Okay. I would say we should be sneaky, but not super sneaky, but like sneaky. Like we shouldn't be singing songs as we going up there because I'm sure there'll be guards. Or is it, what do you call it? Sentinels?
Sentinels, guard, patrols, all
Yeah,
sorts of fun
yeah.
things.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The fact that you have a smile when you say that makes me nervous.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I
It's not.
definitely think, Willem, you're right. I think we should be cautious. But not stealth, but not in a way that it halves our movement. You know what I mean?
Well, why don't we start off with how do you start your journey? Are there any preparations you take before that first step?
I go to the preview, make sure I don't do preview stuff in the middle of a battle.
And there's a big rock I think you can go behind.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right back.
Ah, beautiful.
Don't forget to wipe.
I don't have any TP. Oh wait, there's some large leaves here. Okay.
Let me just roll to make sure that that's not poison oak.
Roll for nature check.
Oh my goodness.
Nat 1, you begin itching violently.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, if there are no specific preparations your group would like to take here, why don't we start with a survival roll, just to get a baseline.
Well, that's not a good baseline. Oh, okay. The other two made up for it.
I almost didn't.
Okay. So, that is That is very good. For your group, having those two high numbers. I would like for Jarvis and Draskin to roll for me a d6 each.
Okay.
One's good, right?
Well, one of the two is definitely better than the other. It is been almost a full day of travel. We've been steadily working up the the mountains. It'd be about this time that you are starting to look for a place to rest, to set up camp, as it is getting dark, and with the crags and canyons, it can be dangerous to continue mountain climbing in such conditions. As you are searching for a suitable camp, there is a sound, a crunch of some sort of gravel under a large foot. Let me just check. What would it actually have? Draskin and Willem, as you hear the gravel underfoot, your eyes catch movement low to the ground, slow, but steadily towards you. Prowling, you see a pair of mountain lions coming towards you.
My God.
Uh-oh.
Big kitties.
That's a very big kitty. I mean, those are very big kitties.
I think they're the friendly kind of kitty.
No, we can try talking to them. See if they're friendly. Right?
Question: are they like wearing clothes, or do I feel like
Mm.
this is a wild animal?
These definitely have a wild animal type
Okay.
approach. They are not like the Eleron, the type of more feline figure that Eliza is. These definitely look just feral cats. Wild beasts.
Maybe not talking to them. Have they spotted us yet?
Oh yeah, they are like coming at you. They are prowling. This is like a full-on hunt.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna knock an arrow and prep because we know what's coming.
You're a ranger. Can't you speak with animals?
Not yet.
Oh, I love that. The whole not yet response. Not that you actually can't do it. But yeah. So as you as you see this, as you knock the arrow and just you know what's coming. It's a matter of moments. You all hear a massive roar. There is a rumbling in the very mountain beneath you. I need everyone to first make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, are the mountain lions about to get eaten? Oh crap.
Oh, that was almost in that one.
Uh, so Willem succeeds. Jarvis, that is a failure. Draskin's yours is not loading fully for me. What was your total?
I got an 8.
That is also a fail. So this roar does come from one of the mountain lions, and it seems to beckon down a rock slide. As the mountain responds to its call, for those that failed, you will take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as the rocks
Ooh.
tumble through.
Oh.
Willem, you take half as much, and we are rolling initiatives.
Is that round up? So 7?
Round down, 6.
Round 6. Okay.
Remember how we're level 3?
Yeah, you only took 13 damage. You're fine.
It's
You're-
like more than half of my health.
You are about to rest for the evening. You're fine.
Yeah, after fighting 2 mountain lions. Uh,
Let's get some combat music.
Yes, let's. Oh, I totally could have spoke with animals, but I didn't take that spell.
Beautiful, amazing. Alrighty, so that is going to be Draskin first. After Draskin, we have Willem, the Mountain Lions, and then Jarvis. So,
Hmm.
Draskin, you are the first to act here. What would you like to do?
Would I have been prone after getting hit by this rock slide, or just take the bludgeoning damage?
It is just a take damage. You are not knocked prone.
I know how wildcats act around birds, and I really, really don't want to find out, so I'm going to take the dodge action on my turn.
Alright. Willem, it is your turn.
So the cats haven't attacked yet. They're just coming toward us, right?
Right. So the only, like, hostile action they've taken at this moment was the calling of the rock slide from one of them.
Uh-huh.
Probably to get you a little startled so that they can make the attack easier, but they definitely seem to have hostile intentions. It just isn't their turn yet.
Right. So, as a... Let me know if I can do this. As a reaction, can I cast Spine Shield and then bonus action Hail of Thorns?
Let me
Or is it-
double
it's like
check.
There's a reaction to the landslide?
Let me double check on that real quick.
Casting spells is quirky.
It also would help if I spelled things right.
Yeah.
So when you so to use this as the reaction, it is when you are hit by a melee attack.
Oh, okay.
Or as a between you and an attacker. So it's got to be
Got it.
not a save,
Okay.
like a direct attack roll.
Got it. So I'll just do bonus action Hail of Thorns first. And then I will shoot at one of the felines. Does a 16 hit?
A 16, I believe, will hit a mountain lion. Yes, it does.
Okay. And it's going to be 7 plus. What is it? 1d. Oh, wait, you have to make a saving throw.
It's a dexterity save, if I remember.
Dex, 11.
It will succeed with an 18, so it takes half of
So
whatever you roll.
Half of a 1d10. So half a 7.
All right, so that'll be a total of 10 points of damage this thing will take.
And that's my turn.
All right, as your turn comes to an end, Willem, it is our mountain lions go. And the two of them rush in. They begin to bound over the mountainous landscape, coming towards your group.
Oh wait, hang on. Did you do the one for the other one as well?
Oh, that's right.
dex?
So he would have been right there. He failed, so he'll take that full 7.
Okay.
So as they rush in, the first is going towards Draskin, who has the dodge action up. The second is going for Jarvis. That's going to be... Don't need that. Why are you doing that? Computer? Alright, so to hit Draskin, that is a 10, which I believe is a miss.
Miss.
And then for Jarvis, that is a 23
Uh,
for 7 slashing damage. And because of where it started, I do need a strength saving throw.
okay. That's 19.
Okay, you remain standing and are not knocked prone. And with that, it is the end of the mountain lion's turn. Jarvis, it is your go. You've got one of these right in front of you.
Yeah, and I'm just very wobbly on my feet now. My 2 allies within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's great. I'm gonna create an Eldritch Cannon, the Protector.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to go ahead and give us temporary hit points. Oh, that's a sucky roll. Everybody gets 5 temporary hit points, and that is the end of my turn.
All right. With that, it is Draskin's go. Draskin, you've got one of these things right in front of you.
Yeah, I do. That last turn was just a timing for me to prepare. Now I'll draw my rapier and take a swipe.
Go for it.
It's a 10.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Well, I knew. What?
Anything with your bonus action?
No, that's my turn.
All right. Willem, we come to your turn once again. The mountain lions have rushed past you to take, it seems, bites out of your companions if they can, as they slash and claw at them. What would you like to do?
I'm going to shoulder my bow and then go flank with Jarvis
Okay.
and start swinging at the mountain lion on them.
Yeah, go for it.
Advantage. Oh, nope, not nat 20. It's a dirty 20.
That's still gonna hit.
Yeah. That's gonna be 6 damage, and
Alright.
then bonus action, 2-weapon attack for 10.
That is a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. And that's my turn.
All right, it is the mountain lion's turn, and the mountain lions, the one in front of Draskin is again going to try and claw at you.
Okay.
With a 17 to hit.
Yep.
That is going to be for 8 points of slashing damage. The
Okay.
mountain lion that's between Willem and Jarvis is going to turn towards Willem and try and claw at you. But that's a natural 1. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
And then it is Jarvis's turn. Jarvis, you are in a flank with Willem currently.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and take out my short sword and swing at it. Well, I'm assuming 22 hits.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
It's again a sucky damage. That's 4 points of sucky damage.
Okay.
And then Oh,
Say sucky damage.
yeah, sucky damage.
Okay.
And I didn't say I brought out the other sword, so I don't have a bonus action. Okay, that is the end of my turn.
Okay. With that, it is top of the round, Draskin. Your turn once again.
Oh, I'll try another rapier swing. That's a 23
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
for 7 points of piercing damage.
Lovely. Alright, as you're striking at this thing, it snarls at you, growling low in its throat. You're starting to do some damage on this thing. It's starting to look a little hurt, but still very much in fighting condition. Willem, we come to... Oh, bonus action?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I have, because by College of the Road, I have my armed combat lessons. So
Okay.
I'm going to activate here.
Hell
so
yeah.
I can you can expend one use of your Bardic Inspiration, adding your Bardic Inspiration die to the attack or damage roll, which I will do here. So I'm gonna add a little d6 on this one.
Go for it.
That's an extra 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Alright, it's looking a lot worse off now. But still in fighting condition.
And that's it for me.
Hi, Max.
Max, can you get comfortable quickly? I'm in the middle of combat, buddy. Alright.
Oh,
Yes.
I just. Oh, never mind. I was reading something else. Go ahead.
Alright, no worries. It is Willem, your turn. What would you like to do in your flank with the with Jarvis on this mountain lion?
I'm gonna keep attacking.
Kill it. You can do it.
I'll try. 17
17's gonna hit for sure.
with a 6. And a bonus action. 17 again. 4. 6.
It's looking really rough.
Oh, come on.
You guys are getting close. I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of Willem's turn, it does come back to our mountain lions. And the mountain lion between Willem and Jarvis is going to try and bite Willem this turn. It has tasted blood, and it once more. That is a 16 to hit.
Yes.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as it takes a bite at you.
Okay.
Another claw attack at Draskin, but an 8 misses.
Yep.
So you are fine there. Jarvis, we come to your turn.
Okay, I take out my other short sword.
Okay.
Okay, with the main hand, I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit. I slash down and I miss its tail. And then with my offhand,
Did you roll with advantage? You're in a flank.
oh, I thought I did, but I guess it didn't come through. Okay.
Unfortunately, that is still a miss.
I scream at it in frustration. Stop moving! End of turn.
Draskin, we will come to your go. You've got a mountain lion in front of you.
I finish this thing off.
You can try.
Oh, I use my special feature here. You know what? We're taking a long rest after this. Yeah, I'll use it. So I'm gonna re-roll that.
Go for it.
How about an 18?
An 18 will hit.
That's a max 10 points of piercing damage.
Alright. It's hanging in by a thread.
No, I won't burn another Bardic. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Willem, we come to your turn. You are in a flank with Jarvis on this mountain lion. What would you like to do?
It's still standing. Holy
It's
crap.
still standing. Yeah, you guys have been doing some good damage to it, but it's still in fighting condition.
All right, we'll just keep swinging it until it goes down. That's gonna be 22
Yeah, 22 will hit.
for 5.
Alrighty. Hanging in by a thread.
21
That's a hit.
for 3.
3 is exactly what you needed for this thing
Oh,
to go
thank
down.
goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So one
Bye,
mountain
kitty.
lion goes down. We still got one left over near Draskin as it comes to the mountain lion's turn. And it's going to try and bite Draskin. However, an 8 will miss. So you're fine. Jarvis, we come to your turn. One mountain lion left, hanging in by a thread. What do you want to
Yes.
do?
I would like to go over and flank it with Dreskin.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to go ahead and swing my sword, screaming very heroically, and it's 22 to hit.
22 hits.
That's awesome. That's 7 points of piercing damage. And I'm going to go ahead and try to hit it again with my offhand.
Go for it.
Amazing. That is 18.
And that's another hit.
That's huge. 1 point of damage.
Well, it is another mountain lion down as you come in with those 2 swipes. So, you are no longer bound by initiative. After this, as you sort of take your breath, hey, that was only 13 points of damage if you failed your save. It sounds like you got to take that up with your dice.
But listen,
So, you are now able to find an area to set up your camp for the evening. As you do so, as you are able to take a bit of dinner here, are you setting up a watch rotation?
oh, yes.
We probably should.
Hold one
Yeah.
second. I'm going to take 1 day of ration. How many days did it take for us to get here? 5 days, you said?
5 days from Alderheart to the base of the crest.
Okay. Gotta just adjust the rations. Okay. Who wants to take the first? I'll take the second watch.
I'll take the first watch.
Lost.
Alright, so. Jarvis. Dreskin. As you're all setting up for your rest, Willem, you will take the first watch.
Mm-hmm.
We will start out with your perception roll.
Perception. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Not great.
I will keep your 2 in mind.
Just because it's low doesn't mean that, there's anything's gonna come at us. It just means the set of that day.
I will keep your 2 in mind. So, Willem,
Uh-huh.
as you are going through the evening here, the sun has set, stars are twinkling above you, clear here in the mountain areas. Anything going through your mind as you keep watch?
Just worried about my friend who just got attacked. They seem to take it a little harder than what they maybe should have. So that gives him a little hope that we're more resilient than we think we are.
As you think about your friends, it helps the time pass by easily, uh, and before you even know it, your watch is coming to its end. No threats spotted. Jarvis, we come to your turn. We'll start off
Um,
with your
may
perception.
I retcon
Mm-hmm.
and say that with the two dead mountain lions, could I have like cut off just pull or cut off their front claws so I have 20 claws if possible,
Sure.
if I did a good job?
Make me a survival roll to see how well you do that.
Amazing.
Um, yeah, you can get 20 claws from that.
Okay, that's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a perception roll. Oh, 15.
I will keep your
Nice.
15 in mind.
Okay. I'm like, you know what? That was so good. I mean, oh, I almost died. I went down to 1 hit point before the temporary hit point came in, but hey, my cannon is working really well. I'm very excited.
As you're very excited, as you're thinking over things, with your 15, and you see the outline in the distance, not terribly close, of 5 figures. Uh, you see what look to be Jerbeen and Mapok uh, trailing along a path a little bit higher up the mountain. It seems that there are patrol groups out here.
Did we set up a fire?
I didn't say we did. Or we didn't say we did.
It's typically assumed that a fire is set up because,
Okay, how cold is it?
it's a little brisk, a little chilly. I would say at this point, because it's not, so you're not utilizing the fire for cooking, it would be a low burning fire. It wouldn't be as high as it would have been earlier in the evening.
That's fantastic. I would like to take the fire out, please.
How do you do that? Do you put water on it? Dirt? What are you doing?
Oh God. I think if I put water on it, it's gonna smoke a lot. I'm gonna put dirt over it.
Okay.
Smart.
As you use the dirt to smother out the flames, it's just a few shiftings of the hand or foot, and then it is entirely dark.
That's good. I have dark vision, and then so I wait and I I just stay very very quiet. And when it's time to wake Dreskin up, I wake him up and I tell him about it.
All right. Raskin, you are woken for your shift by Jarvis with the news that there are patrols out here.
That's not surprising, but thank you.
Can you see in the dark?
I do not have dark vision.
Okay, hold on. Magical property of okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a magical tinkering, and I make a little like a marble that emits 5 feet of radius light, and I give it to you and go, okay, have fun, and I go to sleep.
Okay. Draskin, even with your 5 feet radius of light, it doesn't really help with the further reaches of your group's camp. So, as you're taking your watch with your perception check, I'm going to ask for it at disadvantage. Very good, though. Maybe the light gives you a little bit of a confidence boost. So, as you're keeping your eye out here, there is nothing that you see, at least not at the start of your watch. Any thoughts going through your mind as you keep watch?
But I am pretty sure that if Gibbons was with us, those mountain lions would have torn his bedazzled pants to shreds.
How dare you? Why would you put that out into the universe?
That's funny.
Just like smash cut to Gibbons trying to get back to you all, and it's just a trail of rhinestones all the way up to the bandit stronghold. All right. As you have these thoughts, you begin to see where the sky lightens up. Dawn arrives in the Crest Mountains. You all have completed a long rest. You can press your buttons and reap those benefits.
Oh, thank you. I literally went down to 1 HP. When you
Oh,
told
no.
me like 7, I was like, oh, I'm still standing.
You're fine.
Uh-huh. Oh, I forgot I had an inspiration. I should have rolled that on that deck sheet. Oh, well.
You might need it for something else.
Yep. And saving throw.
So, as you're waking up in the morning to a smothered fire, what do you all do this morning?
Same routine. You know, gut digestion, good health. I go find a rock, but I make sure there's no poison ivy or poison oak around. Hey guys, so there is patrol around, so we gotta be careful, okay?
All right. Maybe we start off with trying to be a little more stealthy about it as we move closer.
Yep.
All right.
Not great on my stealth roll.
I will keep your so let's start with stealth rolls, and I'll keep these in mind as your general overall.
I have advantage in stealth because, oh my gosh.
Oh no!
1 and a 2.
Oh no! You sure you didn't accidentally hit disadvantage?
Wow.
Okay. I will
Don't keep that in mind. Don't keep that in mind.
make a note.
No, notes. I'm so screwed.
Oh no!
And as that's your kind of baseline for your stealth rolls, I'm going to ask for another round of survival checks to make your way further up the mountain.
Dirty 20.
Okay, this is very good. I would like everyone to roll for me a d6 here.
Oh no. Truskin! Well, so we don't know if it's 1 or the 3 got us to mountain lions. I just want to say I hope it wasn't 3.
Well, who knows what I'm doing here? Only I do.
Max, take a look at our notes.
Max, you wouldn't rat me out, wouldn't you?
Yes. I'll give you tuna.
Joke's on you. He hates tuna.
Oh no, he loves that. Um,
Hmm.
so, as we are traveling through, um, I'm going to, uh, your group, so far have been having a very pleasant, trek up the mountain. It's steep, but there's no sign of any patrols, at least not in this portion of the mountain that you can see. Uh, Feel free to RP amongst yourselves for a moment, as I must set something up here.
Okay, now it's going to be 4 mountain lions.
Is everyone okay from the last battle? We're not shooken too much, are we?
No, no, that's fine. I got claws.
Oh, cool. What are you gonna do with those?
Something really cool that I haven't thought about yet.
Ah, that little is that your little Eldritch cannon, dude? That you get to use?
Yeah, isn't it nice?
Yeah. Does it like shoot stuff? Like what's it? What's the
Well,
demo?
yes, I have. I made it that it can do 3 things. I can it can actually protect us and give us a little help, like you've seen, and then I can also do like ranged spell attacks, and then I can also shoot fire.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's really cool.
cool. I don't think fire would be too good in the woods though, and that kind of what we're dealing
Yeah,
in
that's why I
there.
haven't really used it because flamethrower, maybe not the
No,
greatest.
no.
And fire in a forest, where have I heard that before?
Yeah, I don't think people will appreciate that. So, patches. Did you guys have your morning constitutions?
Morning constitutions.
Go to the privy because it's very, very important. Have
Uh,
empty stomach so you don't actually poop in your pants.
uh,
no, I don't think so.
I'm a bird. I just go anywhere I want.
Face is hilarious. So okay, if there were 5 patrolmen, uh, that means there's gonna be a lot of people in this stronghold. What are we gonna do?
Best we can.
Yeah.
Well, if they're all out, I don't think fighting our way in would be the best scenario.
No, no. I think we should try to. What do you think? Like, kind of take a look around, see which way we can go in, or do we actually take out the patrolmen where they're close? Because the one I saw, there was a Durbin and there was a Mopok, and I don't know what the other 3 were.
It's not a bad idea, but I mean, don't you think that bandits like know each other? If they see like 3 randos in
Well,
in their in their getup, they might be super suspicious.
Well, either we can actually wear like bandages and say, "Hey, we were attacked. 2 of us went down and we got hurt, so we have bandages." And then also bandage our throats so that our voice is like all different. Um, uh, well, that's just one way.
Not a bad idea.
Or if we can try to maybe go. I don't know if they have like walls or if it's just gates or fences. But and then maybe even dig under. Um, hey, Draskin, can you fly?
That is a good question. I assume I can. Let me look at my thing.
Can't remember if
Are
it
you
was just
selecting?
glide or
Yeah. It says I have wing flap, which is I can propel myself upward a distance equal to half my movement speed, so I can use it with a regular jump and not while gliding.
okay. So that could be possibility. Um. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess we don't have to make any um plans until we see it. But could you imagine, like, if we succeed in this one, we can go back home and well, first we get to go back to the tree city, and then we can actually tell Eliza what we did, and she'll be very proud of us. And when we go back home, like they'll be very, very proud.
As you are having these conversations, continuing on your ascent upwards, I would like everyone to roll me a perception check here.
Oh, the
Oh no.
6. I see everything.
I see nothing.
Streskin, uh,
Yeah.
with a 25, you see something ahead of you on the path. It looks to be a campsite of some sort. It doesn't seem to be occupied, at least not from this distance, but you can always get closer to investigate it further if you so choose.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell the others about the campsite.
Oh, okay. Um, how big is it? Is it like 20 people campsite, or does it look like smaller group of people campsite?
From what Draskin sees, it looks like a single person's campsite.
Okay, so we're gonna stealth, right? Do we spread out or stay together?
Aren't we already attempting the stealth?
Yes, yes, but we need to be stealthier than a stealth, like regular stealth. Um, although we did have good stealth rolls, so we should maybe stick with. I don't know. I think we should kind of maybe like spread out like 10, 15 feet away from each other, and then kind of sneak up. What do you think?
Take them from all sides so they're confused on which direction. Yeah,
Yes, yes, okay. Um, let's do that.
go left.
Okay.
I go gaily forward.
Roll about that. Hey.
Right? Um,
Well, there's a sign that says straight, in P Town, Provincetown,
Yeah.
which is a very gay town. There's a sign that says straight ahead to P Town, and like somebody crosses it off, it says gaily forward. So I always use that.
I love it. So as you guys are able to sort of spread out, surround this camp, we'll see just what waits for you inside. After upcoming ad break. Hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Please let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Little Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. To help us out directly, you can always make direct donations at Ko-fi. Link that's on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month, including special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So, hang out with us. We'll see you guys here very shortly. All right, we're back in action. And as we are returning, you had spent one night in the mountains. You've learned that there are patrols out here, but so far you have avoided any sort of encounters with the bandits. Just had a run in with some mountain lions. But now you are coming upon a camp, a single camp. And as each of your able to come from a different direction. As you close in on the camp, it is empty. No one is here. Just a few bits and pieces of whoever utilized it at some point.
Does it look like it's recent, like overnight, like last night?
No, there's some settling of uh, the soil here. It seems fairly old.
Oh, I hope this person made it. Unless this person wanted to join the bandit camp. We can pretend we can want to join the bandit camp. Okay, that's an option. Does it look like there was a fight?
No,
Is the ground torn up? No. Okay.
but I mean, if you'd like to do investigation to see if there's anything to learn here,
Yes, please.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I actually rolled a good roll.
So you're looking around. There are, of course, your standard flint and steel, a bedroll, small tent that is given way to the elements here, but some other things of interest. You find a set of cartographer's tools
Mm.
alongside a case for a map maker. There is a strange pole here that when you speak the word open or close gets larger and smaller. You found a pole of collapsing. You also find a crystal orb that, as you pick up, has this arrow of radiant light within it that always seems to point in the same direction, moving to keep that bearing as you twist and turn. It seems you also have found an orb of direction, which will always point north.
Oh, interesting. I go ahead and pick up the orb and I hand it over to Willem. And then I pick up the little pole that says, open and close, and I hand it over to Dreskin. And I look at the cartographer's tools, and then I look at the tent and everything else. I go, I don't think this person left on their own will. Because, I mean, why would anybody leave all of this stuff behind, right?
Maybe he went to the privy and got attacked by those mountain lions.
Now I'm gonna be constipated now. I'm going to go ahead and carefully put the cartographer's case and everything, and I put it in my backpack because who knows, maybe I can do things because of artificial.
So was there an actual map amongst those tools?
Oh, is there an actual map?
Only for what you have already traveled. It seems that this was a figure who was in the process of making a map on his way up.
Oh, that is so sad. Wait, did we meet somebody earlier on in the adventure who was doing the same thing?
The only person I remember making any sort of maps was the researcher in the caves where you'd met with Willem.
Okay, I thought on the way there on the road I thought we met somebody, but okay.
You met Liza, but she's a merchant, not a map maker.
No, somebody like an actual map maker. But my memory. I trust yours much more.
Check to see if there are any initials on the cartographer tools.
Yes, is there initials? Or full name, even.
Nope.
Okay. Does the bedroll look like a bird folk bedroll or a humble folk bedroll?
Why would there be a difference?
I have no idea. I'm just reaching. Is the tent in a good shape?
No, the tent is not in good shape. It has not been
Oh.
tended to in who knows how long. It has fallen underneath the things. What do you mean I'm not currently hosting this session?
Yeah, DM. What's going on there?
Maps is being weird.
Okay. Well, that's so sad. Hey, Dreskin,
Yeah.
how tall does the pole open?
Don't know. Let me see. I'll pull it open.
Alright, a pole of collapsing, you can either have it as a 10-foot pole or you can collapse it down to a 1-foot long rod for easy travel.
Hmm. Oh, there's your answer. Definitely taller than me.
Okay. Then maybe become useful. I don't know how, but you never know. And hey, Willem,
Yeah.
uh, from where we are to the stronghold, which direction are we traveling?
Pull out the little orb and look at it. And
You are traveling in a northeasterly fashion.
it looks like we're traveling in northeast direction.
Okay, so up the hill. Okay.
I mean, that would have been my answer, it's up, but as you find these items, there's not really terribly much else here that has survived the elements in the camp. Whoever had this camp originally does not seem to have returned in quite some time.
Okay. And I just kind of go, well, sorry. Good person. All right, let's keep going.
Why not?
Right. As you continue to get higher, you start to see the shadow of what could be the fortress. But it's nothing clear. There are still clouds and mists that obscure the top peak, but it is getting darker here. Night is beginning to settle.
I walk in front of Treskin and go, do you want to hold my hand? Or can you see? Okay.
I can see. Okay.
Okay.
You must settle for another evening's rest. And as you do so, it is easy enough to find a camping spot here for you this evening. As you set up your area to rest, as you eat your dinner, your rations, are you setting up a watch?
Oh, absolutely.
It would be wise to always set a watch.
It is typically wise to set up a watch.
Same watches?
Sure.
Okay. Then it will be Willem, Jarvis, Dresk.
survival roll?
It is perception for your
Perception.
even watch.
They're slowly getting better.
Okay. With your 12, let me put on camp ambiance since I've got that. Uh, with a 12, I'll keep that in mind as you take your watch here. You are able to breathe a little easy in the mountain air. It's crisp in the night. Again, the stars flutter above. A little harder to see with how close you are to the cloud cover of the peaks. Any thoughts going through your mind tonight, Willem?
um, just making sure that keep extra watch, of knowing what's around.
Sounds good. Your watch goes by without issue. Even as aware of the danger that you are. Jarvis, we come to your
Hi.
turn.
Everything is great.
Well, keep your 6 in mind. What
Mhm.
goes through your mind during your watch this evening?
I think about the cartographer. Um, like, I mean, most likely, it's probably either hurt or dead, or is in prison, or like in jail. I hope maybe we can find him or her or them. Um, yeah. And then I look through the cartographer tools and go, geez, I wonder what I can use. Oh, is it rude if I actually use it? Because that person could still be alive or dead. And just, thoughts round and round.
Yeah, totally. As you are thinking of those, I will, as you're looking at it, you have, just so that we are aware of what's in the toolkit, a quill, some ink, parchment, a pair of compasses, calipers, and a ruler.
What's a caliper?
Thing that
I'll look it up.
Measures the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, caliper.
Yep. So, as you're looking over all of this, it is soon that your watch passes, and Dreskin,
Mm-hmm.
we come to your go. Let's get a perception roll.
Natural 20.
Nice.
With a natural 20, you would notice this. As you're taking your watch, there is, you would notice, a patrol. This one is not of the Mopok and Jerbeen that you heard Jarvis speak of the previous night. You see this one is primarily composed of Mopok, but also has a Volpin acting as some sort of leader amongst them. It seems that perhaps as as you've gotten closer to the stronghold, they keep perhaps a stronger patrol for a more sturdy defense. Is there anything that you do when you spot this patrol?
Um, when I spot them, are they moving towards us or are they moving like away?
They're just kind of keeping a sort of rotation near uh near the path. So, um, they don't seem to be coming towards you with any sort of intention that they know you're there, but they are walking in a general area.
Okay.
As you've camped, you do take off of the main path. So,
Um, I will, since the other two are sleeping, I will try and stand in a spot where I guess that I'm a little more difficult to spot in case they look over this way, and just kind of observe them from a distance.
as you watch, give me a stealth roll, please.
Okay. 14.
Okay. They do what you might expect of any particular patrol. They walk, not at any sort of speed, taking this more slow, keeping an eye out. They don't seem to notice you where you've made yourself a little harder to spot. They just seem to stroll about, hands ready on weaponry, and continue to make their way, meandering further up the path. Eventually, your watch comes to an end. You all gain the benefits of a long rest, and the morning is yours.
All right, I didn't see anything on during my watch. Did you guys see anything in your watch?
Not anything particular while I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you see?
Um, so it was another patrol, but it looked different. Um, there were still some Mawpox in there, but also saw Volpine as well. Kind of looked like maybe their leader. I don't know. It was kind of tough to tell, but I think that means we're getting a little bit closer.
So really, we gotta do well and stuff.
Yeah.
This morning, I don't go do my constitutional thingy because Willem freaked me out, saying that the cartographer may have been kidnapped while they were pooping. So I don't do that. And by the way, above table, I have no idea why I started this. It's kind of weird.
Kind of funny.
As you're able to set out for this day's journey, you find yourself breaking through the mist that you had settled into during your travels yesterday. And through this, you see a pair of great stone towers that loom on the horizon. As you approach, getting further up the mountain, you would see that these towers are connected to a squat, sturdy fortress. It stands vigil lonely here amongst the crags. You can see a few distant shapes patrolling the parapets. The banners carrying the crest of the Bandit Coalition, hanging proudly from the walls. As you stand here seeing this in the morning light, you know a challenge is ahead of you. The stone walls are 100 feet. A tower above each of you.
Are you serious? That's huge.
There is a narrow, there is the pathway that you are walking that lead up to the doors with a drawbridge. So, what would you like to do?
Yeah, seeing that, I go, I'll be right back, and I go behind the rock. And I come back out, and I go, okay, not for nothing. I can't believe they sent the 3/4 of us to take out that. What were we thinking?
I mean, we were thinking that we were brave adventurers who wanted to help everybody. That's so weird again.
Yeah, I say screw that and then just join the group. No, just kidding. Well, I don't think we can climb the wall,
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
and I don't know if we can actually go ahead and attack because that's that's a lot. I mean, patrol so far we've seen that's more than 10, I think. Um, should we try say? Should we say, hey, we want to join, and then go in and assess?
Um, we could, but maybe we could. Um, with this, we just got to be careful. I mean, if we just go strolling up to the front without maybe proper gear, that might raise an alarm.
With
Maybe,
proper gear? What do you mean?
well, we're not exactly dressed like thieves.
Well, we're just the random people who are running away, and we realize that hey, we're poor, and and the city. I mean, we can literally just be the truth, and say, hey, we went to the city, but they don't treat us very well, and we don't have any money, so we decided to actually join the bandit group. We would like to join your type of thing. Because I mean, it's everyday folks who turned into bandits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dreskin, you could entertain the bandits, and then I can fix armor and stuff. And Willem, you can actually show them how to shoot, teach them how to shoot, like because you're a hunter.
Mm.
Okay, that's one idea. What other ideas do we have?
Are there like any um like drainage pipes coming off the side of this large structure that we might be able to like crawl into and climb up into the bastion, whatever it is?
Uh, I would say that there may be not viewable from your current angle, but There will probably be ways of like floodgates or something like that. With the way that the walls are set up, it does look like there is a courtyard beyond it, so that might be something that they worry about is flooding in the courtyard. So yeah, there might be a way to surmount those walls, getting into the courtyard and giving you a better idea of what um, to expect.
That would be a lot of successful sneaks once we get inside. I point all that out so we could sneak in via that route.
You
Oh,
could. I would also say this is the early morning. You could spend a few hours here creating a stakeout, see what actually happens.
Oh, I always take DM's advice.
that would be a bad idea.
Find out what the rhythm is. Like, do they always come out at a certain time? Like, when they do, is there any more watching of what comes out? Yeah.
Yep. As you spend a few hours here, you do get a sense of the guards' rotation. Again, they're not more than distant shapes, but you see enough with a sort of constant pacing to get an idea if you want to try and move between where they stand at the posts. But you would also see a few wagons come through. Looks to be with stolen goods. Again, these are bandits. The wagons get in with ease. You may be able to hitch a ride if you're feeling a little risky.
Oh, we should do that.
Like hide in the wagon like a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to make a distraction to get into the wagon, but what's a few bandits outside versus a whole force inside?
Does anybody know how to throw a voice? Oh, what am I
Uh,
saying? Yes, I do.
um, I was gonna
Go
say
ahead.
I do have the minor illusion cantrip.
I think you and I should team up because I can actually make something with my magic and tinkering. Um, make a sound. So maybe you can create an illusion, and I can make the sound come from there.
Yeah, and my minor illusion cantrip doesn't have a vocal component, so I don't have to speak anything.
Cool.
Okay, I go ahead and make a tiny rock, and then it's emits order or a nonverbal sound, and I go ahead and put it like. How far is your minor illusion from you? How far can you cast it?
So let me see. So I can fit in the area of a 5-foot cube, and I can send it out to 30 feet.
Okay, I go ahead and put it 30 feet, and it's just a small rock, just sitting in there. And I go, okay, when you're ready, I'll make a sound. But let's wait until the wagon gets closer. It's 30. Yeah, is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Faye, I don't want to tell you a joke.
What?
You're on the caption. It says, "Faye, tell me a joke."
Oh my goodness. That's not anything at all what was said. Oh. So, let us get a. Why don't we get a stealth roll? Stealth or survival to set up where you will be hiding as you pull off your distraction here.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we're all above 10.
You are all above 10. Um, so as you set up further down the path, just close enough that you can start to see when one of the wagons is getting closer to you. What do you do? how does your plan? I know you were talking of making a sound from your magical tinkering and the uh, combination of the minor illusion, but what exactly do you two craft together to create this distraction that will allow you all to get onto the car?
Oh, how about can you create a minor illusion of the mountain lion that we fought?
Oh, that's cool. Idea.
See, if you create an image of an object, it must be no larger than a 5 foot cube. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect.
Yeah, 5 foot cube is like a medium creature, right? Dungeon master, game master.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, yeah. So
Yep.
let's do that, and I'll set it up to make the sound that as it growled that it made it us.
Well, it can't make a sound, right?
No,
It's
my
weird.
magical tinkering.
Oh, okay.
They're doing a wombo combo here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So yeah, I start making the sound go off first. So hopefully, when they start looking it over there, then Jessica can do the minor illusion, and it'll work. Faye,
Is it gonna work?
it's gonna work. I
Alright.
believe in us.
We got to be fast because my illusion only lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Or you can recast it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Goes in and out of shadow or behind a tree or something. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work. I high five Jessica. And pull at the last minute because that was gonna make noise.
Alright. Then yeah, so as you guys have this sort of set off, let us get I'm gonna ask for another stealth roll because
Okay.
as your distraction causes the cart to pause here, some of them moving through, you're gonna have to be quick and quiet to not draw any attention away from this.
Can I give Willem an advantage?
Sure.
That's better.
Alright.
That is way better.
So you are able to you're able to, as the figures here investigate where they see the or saw the mountain lion before it disappeared, to save from it only lasting a minute. They're still hearing the growls, gripping tight to their weapons. That's the last thing you see before you slip underneath their cart, the tarp that overcovers the goods, and they seem none the wiser. Eventually, you hear footsteps coming back. Well, I can still hear it growling. So long as we just keep moving, I think we'll be fine. Just keep your eye out. If it jumps at us, just be ready to attack back. A few affirmatives. And then you're moving. There is the rolling of wheels beneath you, the gravel beneath the wheels, and you are here for a few minutes, keeping quiet. And then it changes. The gravel of the outside, the evenness becomes a little more smooth. The air around you is cooler than outside. You can hear others. You can smell not just the smoke and fire from hearths, but food, drink, and then you stop. The figures that were uh, drawing this cart bring it to some sort of end, and you can hear calls out as they move away. All right, empty this one, find us, and we'll go out and get more. Cart is left here to be emptied. You don't know when, but it seems that you've gotten inside.
Yeah, we should probably sneak out because we don't want to be caught here. Can we poke out? Can I poke out just my eyes or something and to see what's the closest thing that we can run hide? Hide.
As you peek out, you're in a storage room here. You see food stores as well as general supplies. So there are shelving units here that you could probably hide behind until you get a better idea of everything going on here.
That's great. Is there anybody like immediately near us?
You can't see from where you're currently at if there's anyone
Okay.
nearby.
I whisper. Okay, there's shelving units and stuff, so I think we should go get out now and then hide.
Seems like a perfect plan.
Okay, ready? Let's go. And I go head towards the food shelving units and try to hide.
Go ahead, roll stealth rolls.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
As you're able to you're able to all find yourselves making your way off the cart here. Draskin and Willem are able to easily slip behind the shelving units, but Jarvis, as you're trying to get behind, you cause a sack to spill here as you trip over it. Potatoes go wide, and you catch the attention of someone who is sort of entering into this room. A hedge with thick spectacles, causing his eyes to appear much wider than they really are. He has a clipboard in hand. Can you be careful if you're grabbing something? And if you take anything to eat, just let me know so I can update the inventory.
Yes, okay. I'm sorry. I will. Thank you. I will. I'll let you know. I'm just looking around right now.
Don't take too long. Gotta go through and add all of this. And motions to the cart.
Do you want some help?
I'll be fine.
Okay, sounds good. Can I get take 3 days worth of rations?
Uh,
Is that too much?
I would say that just wait for them to be cooked amongst with everything if you're looking for anything sustainable.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Okay, thank you. And I pick up the potatoes that I went ahead and dropped, and I put it back in the sack, and then I go ahead and put it against the thingy, and I look at my companions, but don't say anything, and I walk out of the storage room.
As Jarvis walks out, Willem and Draskin, I'll say you are able to make a stealth roll to try and get out of here without drawing the hedge's attention.
Please
Alrighty.
roll well.
Nat 20.
Yes!
16.
All right. With that, you are able to get out. And now you find yourselves in the stronghold.
Oh, can we get a new map? I'm
I
excited.
am
Totally forgot about that.
You haven't had the map up yet?
No.
So you missed what the stronghold looked like?
Yeah.
It's huge!
It's alright.
Unfortunately, we do not have a basic map of the inner stronghold, so we're just going to have to deal with the mountain map
Okay.
for a little bit longer.
Said she hadn't started a game session yet.
Map's been weird. It's still like a beta feature, so like
Ah.
it gets weird. So,
Yeah, zoom in. Look at it. It's huge.
up in the northwest mountains.
Oh.
Or northeast mountains, sorry.
That's why I was just like, you sent the 3 humble folk to take that out? What are they thinking?
Are you here? Are you seeing something other than the overworld view?
No, I'm looking at the overworld view. But look at it.
So, northeast in the mountains, there is that fortress in there.
Some mountain
That's
peaks
what I'm
with
seeing.
Here, I can ping it real quick. So, as you have your standings uh, in the storeroom, well, just outside of it now. Um, so, what do you do?
what do we see?
Just the
Lots of people?
I mean, fair amount of people here. They're just kind of going about their own business. They don't seem to pay you much mind.
That's cool.
Okay. So maybe we can kind of walk around and look around?
Sure.
Do everybody look like they're wearing armor and stuff? I mean, they're like soldiers or like rough and tough people, or are there sort of like everyday people?
Roll a perception or insight check.
Should have rolled perception.
Alrighty. Jarvis, with a 15 on your insight. As you look around, no, not everyone here seems to be some sort of fighter. It looks that there are all sorts of people in here that seem to do other things. They don't wear armor and just seem to be going about trying to make the area here the best that it can. So, do you wish to do?
Um,
Uh,
um, Go
I
ahead.
would say that this building seems to really only have the general room and the supply room that you had been in, and it opens out into the courtyard you had seen, hinting of from beyond the walls. So there does seem to be more people out in the courtyard.
Are there any people kind of lolling about?
Everyone seems to be doing something, even if it is a more relaxed thing. So, like, there are people that are weaving baskets, there are people cooking, crafting weaponry, sharpening tools. Uh, Everyone seems to be active, even if it's not heavy work.
What do you think we should do? Should we just kind of walk around and gather information?
What
Get
is
a
it?
lay.
Yeah.
What is it we're looking for?
Well, we're supposed to take these guys down.
All of them?
That's why I've been pooping every morning.
You were told to take out the coalition's leadership, hoping that that would cause the rest of the bandits to scatter. So, um, you don't have to fight everyone here. Not really.
Okay. So I think we should try to blend in, even if, and then just kind of make ourselves like as a part of the group and figure out who the leaders are. Yeah?
That'd probably be a good start.
Okay. And maybe like, ask questions that are that won't get us killed. Should we split up or stay together?
I wouldn't split up too far in case something turns sour.
Okay.
So, as you exit out of this building and you kind of peek over, you see it does almost resemble a barn from the outside. As you stand in the courtyard, you're able to see everyone here in the light of day. It is mostly humble folk here. And, well, there are a few bird folk. They are definitely the minority. Count all the ones you can see on one hand here. There might be others elsewhere, but definitely seems that the Bandit Coalition favors the humble folk. There are some people that are wearing arms and armor. There is a larger building off to the eastern side of where you of this courtyard, where you come in from the west or out of the west with the barn. You see that that large building has practice dummies, target dummies in front of it. And there is a gathering of figures nearby. It seems perhaps finishing a round of training in the afternoon. Near the area of practicing, you would notice a large canvas tent with 2 guards out front of it. But otherwise, there are figures that are just going about their day. Again, basket weavers, cooks, some even look to be healers out here. Everyone seems to be doing something, but some of the work is more idle. You would also notice at the walls here, spiral stairs that connect at the corners to the upper levels. There are levers inside the gate controlling a portcullis and the drawbridge. And Yeah, there are people here. Ways of life.
Hey, um, that tent with the two guards. That could. I mean, that may be something, right? They're guarding somebody. I think
Possibly.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and sit myself down where I can see the tent, and maybe like pretend to make something. Oh, not pretend. I'm gonna make something and just keep an eye out.
Okay. Uh, as you're keeping an eye out, is Dreskin or Willem doing anything?
Are there like arrow makers in the vicinity?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd sit down and start helping them with the arrow production.
Heck yeah.
I think I'll just be walking around exploring the courtyard.
Okay. Um, go ahead for Draskin. Roll for me an investigation check. For Willem, uh, you can roll either investigation or persuasion as you're doing these actions, and Jarvis, roll for me a perception.
No, oh no.
Okay. As you're each sort of taking your own approach to gathering some information here, um, most don't question you. Actually, no one questions you. Except for Willem, you get a few, they're more joking jibes at you, perhaps the way that, new acquaintances might joke around before quite comfortable, but, uh, you all begin to learn information. But what all you learn, we'll have to find out after our upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Will Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen as well as in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So stick around with us, and we'll see you guys very soon. We are back, and as we are returning, you have made it inside the gates, the walls here to the bandit fortress, the stronghold. So, as you begun to ingratiate yourself here, you guys learn a bit of information. Firstly, Jarvis, with your 14 perception, the large canvas tent, in some of the winds, the flap opens, and you're able to see inside large barred cages. It seems that that tent serves as the stronghold's prison.
Can I see if are there people in it? And is there a lot of people?
Not with the way that you'd have to get inside to see
Gotcha.
the details. You just kind of, this is the tent flap opening for a brief moment in the wind, and you get the idea.
Okay.
The uh, other thing that you would notice, of course, is that uh, it reinforces what you had already known. Not everyone here is a fighter. Um, but from what you're able to oversee, it seems that anyone who is fighting is by volunteer. Uh, the general, as the leader is called has never forced anyone to fight, but instead inspires people to take arms by example, supporting the cause to the best of their abilities. Perhaps that is why people seem to be so active here. For Willem, even though you don't get perhaps as much information, you do still get some. A lot of more propaganda for the cause here. Alderheart needs to change its ways of dealing with the humble folk of the wood. General Saradin, the bandit folk leader, you can assume, is the only one with a vision to make that happen. The different Fletchers here, the ones making the arrows, share this sentiment. They are believing themselves to shape the wood for the better, and that Alderheart should be prepared for a reckoning, that the Birdfolk Council should fear the power of the coalition. For Dreskin, as you move around, peeking through different things, learning more information, you find out that the Bandit Coalition used to be far less organized, not even really an effective force. That is until General Saradin took over. She has changed things for the better. The stronghold is now well stocked, well prepared, even if Alderheart sends an army to drive them out. General Saradin has taken excellent care of the people here since the fires burned their homes and ruined their lives. There is an infirmary in the inner keep to treat those burned while fleeing their villages or wounded in raids. You see that some of the refugees are but children, but it seems that Benna has provided for them all the same. As you all take your time to gather this information, there is a point where you all can reconvene and share what you each have discovered and learned. I would also say that you would know that the larger building with the training yard in front, you would all learn that that's the barracks.
So I share what I learned. I go, what did you guys find out?
A lot of propaganda around what's going on. Not a whole lot. I'm too busy figuring out the ways they make arrows. They make arrows really weird around here. And I was having a hard time figuring it out, but eventually got it. But from what I was able to pick up, it's just a lot of propaganda.
Oh, okay. Well, is that better arrow making?
It, not what I've seen. I can't really judge because we're just making arrows. I don't know how well they actually work.
No, you should maybe find out, shoot few of them, see if you like it better.
Yeah.
What about you, Dreskin?
Well, you know that before the general took over, there wasn't really much here. It wasn't really organized, but the general seems to have turned things around here. And they don't necessarily seem, you know, lack of a better word, harmful. Um, Looks like they have been able to take care of the people here. There's apparently there's further in the keep. There's also an infirmary where they keep people that were injured in the fires. It sounds like some of them are children, but even with that, apparently she still treats them well.
Hey, then are we in the wrong? I mean, are these guys actually the good guys?
Well, I was gonna say we're here to, you know, find the coalition leader, but now that we learned all this information, I don't know if taking them out is the right thing to do. Of course, if they do fight, then we don't have a choice. But maybe, I don't know, this is just me thinking out loud. Maybe they would listen to reason. Maybe, I mean, it seems like everyone has a good life here. I don't think they would want anyone to, suffer or get hurt.
I mean, it sounds like maybe these guys are the good guys, and just because they're the were the enemy of the city, maybe the maybe I think we need to go ahead.
We'll remind you, you did fight off a bandit attack that outside of Alderheart. They were going after merchants on the road. So you have seen these guys do maybe not evil things, definitely more villainous actions.
Yeah, but maybe they were like a splinter group. Um,
It was from that group that you had uh, fought that they got people that were captured and interrogated, and that's how you have the information of this place.
maybe we ought to try to meet the coalition and talk to them, not in a like a confrontational way, but hey, we kind of want to know more about you at like a sneaky way, and then make our decision. Where's the infirmary, Truskin?
And I believe it was further into the keep, from what I understood.
Okay, I want to go ahead and check to make sure that the kids are okay.
Well,
Go ahead.
so the kids aren't like specifically in the infirmary. It's part of like the overall, like some of the people here are kids. Like you see kids running around.
Okay, so there isn't like a children's hospital.
Right. Like,
No.
I mean, there is an infirmary and there could be kids there, but you would know that it's like, it's not just the kids only exist in the infirmary. Like, there are kids running around and doing things
Okay.
for the cause.
What time of the day is it?
It's about afternoon, not quite dinner time yet, but past lunch.
Okay. Um, okay, guys, I think I want to go to the infirmary for two reasons. Number one, check to see if there are any, villagers. I mean, any people who got burnt from their homeland, and anybody serious there. And second, if there are any soldiers who got hurt, maybe find out why. What makes them believe in this cause so much that they're willing to risk their bodies. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go ahead and do that, please.
So, as you are trying to move, you would notice that there is a road north of the courtyard that would you see climbs upwards. It's the only thing out here that you can see that would be perhaps an inner keep. So as you take that, you follow it until it curves, and as you follow the curve, you see a 40-foot tall barricade, logs all lashed together, and a large set of double doors. There is a pair of very tough-looking Mopoks, each in chain armor, that eye you warily as you approach. One even sauntering to meet you with a hand raised to halt. That's far enough, friend. State your business.
I heard that this is where the infirmary is, and people who were hurt in the fires are in there. I have some abilities to heal the wounded, and I was wondering if I could be of any help.
Well, that's you. What about them?
They're my friends.
We don't let friends just enter in. You're here on business, or you're not here at all.
Do you need any runners to send supplies back and forth? I'm good at that.
If we needed runners, we'd let you know. seems that perhaps these are not going to be so easily swayed.
Guys, why don't I meet you at dinner time?
Okay.
So, uh, Jarvis, with your proportion for healing capabilities, seems enough to buy you entrance. Um, the guards do keep a wary eye, not so much on Willem and Draskin, but mainly Draskin. Again, bird folk are not the common around here.
Hmm.
As Jarvis disappears beyond the barricade, Willem, Draskin, do you just wait back at the main courtyard, or do you try and find perhaps a way to bypass the guards here?
Hmm.
Is there any other way in besides the doors?
I mean, you could climb over the barricade in an area where the guards aren't standing.
I have a climbing speed though.
It's only 40 feet, not 100 feet.
Um,
Don't you have? You say you got some kind of flight? Can you like get up there and toss a rope up and well, there's be nothing for it to grab onto, right?
I mean, these are made of logs, so you can tie a rope around a log.
That's true.
don't have any rope though.
What kind of adventurer doesn't have rope?
Oh, not all bards carry rope.
I have 50 feet of rope.
No. You're only dealing with 40-foot tall enclosures, so.
Yeah. Can you reach the top of the wall with your flight?
So my walking speed is 25 feet. And let me see
Oh.
what it says about my thing. It says, as a bonus action, you can propel yourself upward a distance equal to half your movement speed.
So 12
Oh.
feet, and that's after a jump, right?
You can use it in conjunction with a regular jump, but not while gliding.
So let's see how. What's your strength score?
Uh, 8.
And how tall would you say?
What do I have in my height? I'm probably around 3 feet tall.
All right, so your high jump with a running start is about 2 feet off the ground, gets you about 14 feet, 14, 15 feet, give or take.
It's still not enough to get a rope up.
You could try and shoot an arrow with a rope
Yeah,
attached to it.
Yeah, that was my next thought. Then how how likely is this an arrow to hold a rope in for me to climb it?
Think like Hawkeye. You can do this. It's the special arrow you just made.
Oh yeah. Maybe if I tie the rope to the base of the arrow tip and it sinks into the wall a little bit.
Yep. You can do
Sure.
this.
Sure, let's try that.
I'm gonna give you advantage because I want this
Y-
to happen for you.
You're off in the. You're off in the thing. Oh, I see. You receive channel points.
Ridian's giving the advantage, not Jarvis.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so go ahead. Why don't you take that bow and arrow attack roll to see if you land strike with the rope attached.
Natural 20.
All right. Just a regular arrow attack
You have advantage.
with advantage. Oh, 23.
It's not a natural 20, but it is very good. You hear the sturdy thunk of an arrow striking into the top of the 40-foot wall, out of the way of the guards, so that way you are not caught doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And the arrow that trails after, there's a small coil at the bottom of the surplus.
All right. I'll start climbing it. See if it holds.
It does seem to hold your weight. You are able to climb to the top. Give me a stealth roll here.
Elf. Okay.
All right. You're able to crouch down at the top to try and avoid any sort of detection while you allow Draskin to climb atop as well. Seeing that the rope can only exist on one side of the wall at a single time. Draskin,
Yes.
you're able to get up fine. But I will also ask you to roll me a stealth roll as you reach the top. Very
Man,
good. Very good.
I wanted all the stealth rolls today.
You toss the rope over to the other side, between the two of you, and both of you are able to climb down and see where Jarvis is also in the much smaller courtyard up here. Unlike the courtyard below, this one seems more somber. There's not people that are just out and about doing their day to day. Any persons you see outside of the two buildings is moving quickly between the space. People are here with purpose.
Is there like a designated nurse or caretaker that I see?
Not outside. Again, you are only outside in the
Oh,
courtyard.
okay.
There
Okay.
are two buildings here that you see. There is a large one, and then a small one, comparative to each other. The small one does seem to have a very strong lock on the door. Not many people seem to be going to that one. So probably not the infirmary, just off of your insights.
Okay.
You would also see between the two buildings a narrow pathway that leads further up into the mountainside. But heading to the eastern building, the larger of the two, you would notice as you peek inside, several cots occupy the inside of the space. There is a shelf in one corner of the room filled with salves, tinctures, a few books, some herb samples preserved in glass jar, and fluids. There's a wooden table nearby that is stained with long-dried blood and has an opened healer's kit upon it. There are 3 bandits that are bandaged along various parts of their bodies that are resting upon the cots here. It seems that these are the people in the infirmary. No current no current figure seems to be acting as any sort of nurse or doctor here. But the figures seem asleep. You see a gerbine and 2 hedges.
Any children, Sans?
Nope, no children here.
Okay, I go over to you said I do see 3 bandit healers, right?
No, there are no healers present.
Oh,
The
no
only
healers present.
3
Okay.
figures here are 3 bandits that seem to be the patients. They are fully asleep, and again, they are a gerbine and 2 hedges.
Okay. They're asleep. Can I
Wait,
just go ahead?
I would say let's try not to.
Wait, did the 3 of us actually meet up?
Yeah, the
Oh,
other
okay,
2 were
so-
able to get over the wall, and they joined where you are.
Fantastic. Yeah, I won't wake them up. But I go like walk maybe 10 foot away and just kind of assess their wounds to see like how severe. Like as in like, do they have only one bandage? Are they missing any limbs, or is there one that's got tons of bandages?
They are quite they're bandaged on various parts of their bodies, so like it's not like superficial, like they're here resting because they are heavily wounded. But if you want, go ahead, roll me a medicine check.
Is everybody?
Amazing. 9.
Anyone can roll this. Yeah, medicine.
Where is that medicine? Here it is. Okay.
Willem and Jarvis can tell that they've been bandaged, but with a 21 Draskin, you can tell that their treatment here was by a very it was by someone trained in medicine, not of course top of the line, but there is skilled work at hand here. Someone tended to their wounds with care.
Which one do you think got hurt the most, guys?
They're all somewhat of a similar thing. None of these seem to be like fight wounds. Most of them do seem to be burns, perhaps from a raid closer to a fire.
And I go, oh, okay, guys, I want to go talk to one of them. Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I go to the gerbine and I, quietly go, and then go, excuse me, hello.
As you speak in a whisper, it's not quite effective. The gerbine goes on to continue sleeping.
Oh, okay, you sleep. And then I go over to one of the hedgehog, one of the hedge.
Yeah.
And do the same thing. Hello.
A quiet whisper is not enough to rouse him.
Oh, for crying out loud. I go to the third one, but I say it a little louder.
Again, just speaking doesn't seem to wake them. As you look around, you do recall that there are herbs here. Perhaps some more sedative to help with their healing process. It might take a more forceful hand to wake them up.
Okay, I go back to the gerbine, and then I go ahead and poke them where there are no bandages.
Okay.
Poke him in the bandage.
I don't want to hurt them.
A single poke does not seem to rouse the gerbine.
Okay, the GM does not want me to wake these people up.
Or perhaps you're being very soft-handed when you should be, I don't know, I would like to shake the person awake.
Oh, but what if they have a broken bone, Faye? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shake the gerbine up gently.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, forcefully and violently shake a person awake. You can just grab their shoulder and nudge them a few times.
Hello?
So, yeah, as you do this, the gerbine scrunches their face for a moment, blearily Is it time for dinner already?
No. It's not time for dinner, but hi, my name is Jarvis. What's your name?
We start with 20 questions. Name's Camden.
Hi, Camden. How did you get hurt?
By fire?
Did you get burnt from your home?
No, my home's been burned for a while now. It was on a job and needed to get the others to safety first. I pushed the cart ahead and told them to run. I got burned for it.
Oh, that's heroic. Do you know how the other two people got hurt? Were they on the job too?
No, those was on a different job. I think that they got ambushed by ember bats before even getting anywhere.
Oh, um, Camden, I have ability to heal. Um, with your permission, can I try to give you a little bit of a boost in your healing process?
Sure.
Yeah, I would like to do that. Now, this is gonna feel a little weird, but I promise that I'm trying to do a good thing, okay? And I touch him with my left hand glove. And then I'm like, okay, here we go. And I cast Cure Wounds. Oh, that's max healing. I heal his wounds for 11 HP.
Okay. You can hear the sort of intake of breath as the shock goes through him, but um, definitely seems to wake him up. And okay, all right.
Uh, how does that feel?
I mean, it's a little sore still, but better.
That's good. Hey, Camden, I mean, I don't. Okay, this may be a 20 questions, but first of all, I'm glad that you're feeling better. And I'm glad, I mean, that sounds like you're a good guy, try to help the other people. Um, we are new, and I was just wondering, is this a nice place?
I mean, it's better than some of the other areas. Definitely better than Third Folk Council, you know? Most people tend to really only look after their own. Look over us humble folk just because we live on the ground and not in the trees. So,
Is that why you went to grab supplies from them?
you know, it's more because we ain't got nothing else. Our home's burned down and all they can think about is walling up Alderfell and all the goods. We gotta do what we gotta do. And some people don't understand that. They don't think about what we're trying to do here, the mission, that we're trying to unite the wood and the humble folk together. So we gotta take what we gotta take.
I hear General Sheridan is an amazing person and also hot.
I mean, there are definitely a few that have tried their shot with Saradin, but the general's good. She's done good work. Really shaped up everything, from what I've heard. I joined after she took over things.
Does she ever come out and talk to us?
Oh, of course, all the time.
Oh, yeah, because I want to hear what she has to say. Is there a certain time that she comes out and talks to us?
Just whenever she needs to rally up the morale or anything like that. Like, most of the time, she's kept quite busy in the meeting hall. She's got all sorts of, important people to talk to, the captains and all the like.
Oh, are we allowed to go into the meeting hall to meet her?
And not if you're new. Uh,
Oh, okay.
you gotta get some reputation and respect around here. Rise to the rank of captain, and you'll be able to speak with her.
Oh, I don't know if I'm good enough to become a captain.
You
How
don't
many
have to be.
how many captains are there?
A decent handful. She doesn't try and keep people, away from it. She quite values leadership skills in people, rising up to the ranks when you can.
Oh, well, that sounds really nice. Out of curiosity, do you know if there's been any people who've been like maybe try to attempt to negotiate with the bird folk?
Why would we negotiate? They haven't listened to us. They've never listened to us. If it wasn't for the fact that they didn't listen to Saradin's mother, then we wouldn't even be in this area.
Who's Sheridan's mother?
She was a seer. Some really good one from what I've heard, but the Bird Folk Council, they didn't listen to her. And Saradin lost all of her family to the fires.
Oh, wait, are you saying that General Sheridan's mother was a seer and she saw the fires coming and the bird folk didn't listen to her?
She saw, of course, we've always had the fires, the scorched grove, but Saradin's mother saw something more, something powerful. I don't know the details, but she went to the Bird Folk Council. That was how dire her visions were. And they didn't listen.
You wouldn't happen to know what the visions were or know of anybody who knows about the specifics of the visions, do you?
The only person I'd know with the specifics would be Saradin. I doubt she wants to bring up anything about her family.
Yeah, but what if there is somebody behind the fires?
I don't know if that's the case. The fires have always been there.
Right, right. I mean, but it's spread so much.
If anyone would know, it would be Saradin's mother. Maybe Saradin herself. But I think if
Is
she
Sar-
had that information, she would spread it.
Is Sheridan's mom still alive, or is she one of the perished?
Saradin's the only one left of her family.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay, okay. Do you feel a little bit better now? I know that my shocking glove does tend to, well, shock. But
As I said before, I'm still a little sore, but I mean, it's better than agony every time you awake.
yeah, I'm sorry about waking you up, but I just wanted to get your permission before I healed you, because consent is important.
Yeah,
Okay, I will let you go back to resting. Thank you for talking with me.
sure, and good luck on rising through the ranks.
Well, again, I don't know about that. Maybe when she comes out to talk to us, maybe I can ask her to speak with her for a few minutes and meet her. Wish me luck.
Sure, if that's what you want.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Camden, do you have any family or friends nearby that you want me to send them a message?
Uh, Everyone that is still in my family is here. I just need to get better, and I'll be able to see them.
Okay. Well, good luck, buddy. And then I tap him on the shoulder. Go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a wince from him, but he gives a sort of wave off.
Okay, I leave and I turn to Dreskin and Will and go, guys, did you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And more, and then as I walk out, more and more I hear about what these guys are trying to do. I feel like I should be on their team. Right? They're not doing the best things because they're attacking not just the bird folk, but other people and stealing from them. That's not good.
No.
But I really want to talk to this, General, Sheridan, so we can talk to her. But there's also a handful of captains. I mean, I'm assuming the captains are really good at fighting. Um, so if we were trying to finish our mission, that's a lot of people to fight. Hey, should I see that little pathway between the buildings?
Yeah, you all had saw the pathway between the buildings.
You want to try to go down the path?
Yeah, can't hurt.
Okay. Yeah, casually. Well, not casually, like swinging my arms, dancing my step, but it's so we're nonchalantly. I try to walk down the path.
All right. As your group can take that narrow pathway, you see that there is a sturdy wooden door that grants what looks to be access to a keep in the um, carved into the mountainside. Something not quickly built in such like the barricade lashing this area off. Um, and yeah, you see a door here. Perhaps leads somewhere. It is
Oh yeah,
closed.
I try to open the door.
You open the door. It opens under your hand. It's unlocked. And what you see
Great.
inside, 3 long tables crammed into this meeting area. 2 of them along the sides, with a jumble of chairs packed together at each one. There are the remains of a meal that still linger in front of each seat. And on the northern wall, there is a 3rd table with a single high-backed chair. Candles and a single iron chandelier bathe the area in dim light. There are 2 cherubim sentries that stand watch over a door in the hall's northeast corner.
Oh, hello. Is this where we come to eat?
No, this ain't the mess hall.
Oh, okay. What is this place?
If you need to ask that question, you're not supposed to be here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why are you grumpy?
Because I'm old, and I've seen a lot of things, and I don't got time for questions that you shouldn't be asking. Because, again, you shouldn't be here.
I'm
Can I
sorry.
get can I get a perception of what the room looks like, so maybe we can either that or an insight?
Actually, I can get you a map for this room. Max. So, let me just do this real quick. Gonna do a little pause. Bam. And then we're going to cover that all. Okay, so here and here.
Ooh, map.
Great. There should be a new map. I will get more of that revealed, but that's the basic area that you see. And then the door that they're guarding is right there.
You
Kind of meeting hall.
Yeah, funny. That was talked about not terribly long ago, a meeting hall.
I yell. Go. Listen, my grandfather is old too, and I ask him questions, and he doesn't get angry. Why are you so rude?
As you yell, you see them go for their weaponry. Not in a sort of aggressive stance, but as trained guards would do, as a disruption arrives.
Do I hear any sounds beyond the door?
I mean, you entered in from down
The bottom, right?
here. So, it's hard to really hear something that far away.
And the 2 sentries are standing right in front of the door?
They are right in front of that door. And as you call that attention, we're gonna have to ask you to leave, or we're gonna force you to leave. And I don't think that you want to be put in the prisons.
No, I don't want to be put into prisons. I'm sorry. I'm new and we're trying to get around to places and, I went over to the infirmary to heal, I did, which was good because there's some good people in there. Did you know that there are good people in there?
Everyone's good people in this cause. That doesn't give you a right to go around here running your mouth for things that you don't understand. So, unfortunately, as you are new, you need to learn the ropes. You're not supposed to be here, and if you can continue to be this nuisance, you will spend a night in the prisons.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is there like a somebody we should go and talk to to learn about the rules? Because I don't want to upset people.
You should be talking to your captain.
I have a captain?
As you say that,
Uh-oh.
their eyes grow a little more suspicious.
Maybe as the bard, maybe I should just rip the band-aid off here.
You
Do it.
All right. First off, I apologize for my friend here. They can get a little hyperactive, as you can probably tell. Don't think it was their intent to insult anybody, but I think the truth is a little bit better in this situation, even though it might be a little rough here. We got sent from Alderheart, and we're here to speak with General Sheridan.
I want you to roll for me a persuasion check.
Please roll well.
I've got faded in case it's a bad roll.
I don't know what that means, but that's great.
16.
With a 16, there is a look between the two of them. And the grumpier one, the one that has been talking, stays here, but gives a nod to his partner, who slips into the door behind them, the one that they guard. There is a brief moment, and then the door opens. And a figure steps out. A Seravan woman. Get you a...
Servant is a bird folk, right?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Seravan are the deer folk.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Looks a little like that.
Is she wearing an eye patch?
She is. Well, it's a red bandana. It, covers an eye, as well as an area where, her ear would be.
Oh, she's missing a ear.
It did have an accident in the fires.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, as the second guard comes out again with this solid servant woman, face partially obscured by a red bandana, she fixes you with a stony glare. So this is what Alderheart sends. A group of greenhorns. Think. If you knew what we're fighting for, you wouldn't be so quick to condemn us.
No, actually, I raised my hand. I'm like, actually, I would like to learn more because from what I've heard so far, you guys are, I feel like you guys are good guys who do bad things, not bad guys doing bad things. You know what I mean? Like, I may want to join, but hi, I'm sorry. I just stopped talking.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Amazing.
Do Willem or Draskin say anything?
Maybe as the bard, I will say something here. Listen, we got an idea of what's going on here. You guys have, for lack of a better word, issues with the Woodfolk Council. They didn't help, and now you guys are by yourselves doing the best that you can. And that's understandable. If I were in your situation, I would probably be desperate as well. But from what we gathered here, you've provided a lot for these people and would not here to hurt anyone. And I don't think you want to hurt anyone either. There might be a way forward that doesn't include violence.
Go ahead, roll for me a persuasion there as well, Draskin.
It's a 20.
Her gaze doesn't lessen any as she watches you. But she'll make her way over to what you can imagine is her seat as she, the solitary table. And as she takes it with ease, she motions you all to stand in front of her table. It seems that perhaps she is willing to have a conversation. However, that is a conversation we will have in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you all in our next stream. But until then, until then, head over to wildwitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord if you want to jump in a game yourself and keep up to date with all of our announcements. Follow us here on Twitch to catch our live streams, or head over to YouTube to catch our VODs. As always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.